Hello, everyone, and welcome to the HHW Show podcast. It is the Hard Hitting Wrestling Show. You can tune in to our audio podcast in Spotify, Google, Amazon, or wherever you listen to your favorite podcast platform. You can always follow us on our website at hhwshow.com and learn more about our podcast plus wrestling news. Today, we're going to be covering our predictions on Crown Jewel. But before we do, we're going to be discussing about a new champion, tag team champions. It's a turnaround in the women's division, and we might be getting a little Ucey. We're going to find out what Ucey really means and what direction is Sami Zayn going with this. We're going to learn this as much more in our takeaway, but I would like to invite my boys HecLuv and Frank C. Guys, how you doing? It is awesome once again Tuesday night to be discussing wrestling amongst everything that's happening around us. But man, it's so good for sports entertainment.
It is, and we got Crown Jewel coming up this weekend. Can't wait to see what's going on there with all the great matches. Hopefully everybody's feeling Ucey come Saturday.
Oh, Ucey, it is. You know who else is feeling Ucey? Is this guy right here. Shame is getting married. Man, congratulations to him and his new beloved wife. I think it was who was out there at the wedding? I know Seth Rollins was there. Cesaro. The best man was, I think you said Drew McIntyre, right?
Drew McIntyre, yeah. Miro. He was there.
Mm-hmm. Yes, and his wife. So it's pretty awesome, and it's an understanding why he got that beat down in the storyline, because that takes a break for him to get married, enjoy his honeymoon before he gets back in action. So by all means, that's what's up. Another good news that's happening in wrestling is we have the new women's tag team champions, Alexa Bliss and Asuka. They defeated Damage Control on Monday Night Raw, which was the main event. And man, that was spectacular.
It was, I wouldn't think it would have been predictable, you know what I'm saying? But they've been wanting them. They've been, needing that victory against them. Damage Control is damaged at the moment.
We'll see how everything flows for Crown Jewel, because this is not over yet.
No, it's not.
And speaking about not being over, I'm going to make a huge prediction. I think this prediction should happen. It should. It is 10 years ago that the Shield came to WWE. 10 years ago, okay, you seen Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins just elevate their career to the point that Roman Reigns is not only the front of the face of the WWE, he is ranked number 1 in Pro Wrestling Illustrated. But Seth Rollins is the face of WWE Raw. He's the face no matter which promo it is, which platform, which brand. Seth freaking Rollins, he's the architect. He is everything. Okay. And believe it or not, I'm digging more Seth Rollins than Roman Reigns, but I like Roman Reigns because every time you see him, you think he's number 1. You look at Seth Rollins, you say, oh, he's number 1. Okay. I'm making a bold prediction that this upcoming WrestleMania, stop the BS and let's get Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins.
I like it. I agree. For me personally, everybody has their opinion. I feel like this is that modern day Hogan versus Warrior. You got 2 champions, 2 icons. One, of course, was the face of the business, but the other one was fixing to sooner or later take over the reins there. And we all know what happened at WrestleMania 6 when they fought each other. And, but this is more better between Reigns and Rollins because they got so much history starting together. And yeah, you got 2 alpha males. Something does got to give.
Absolutely. And once again, we're going to be doing our prediction show. But what are your thoughts with these 2 right here, Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins? Should we have them as a main event of this upcoming WrestleMania? Okay. I don't think we should wait, because here's the hints here. Okay. is that every time Seth Rollins mentions that he wants that opportunity to step into the heavyweight championship, somebody else blocks him. Okay. I think this should happen. I don't think Cody Rhodes, when he returns, should jump in there. I think this is the time that Seth Rollins, no matter what Roman Reigns says, right, that it got to. The storyline is great. I know they're saying The Rock is coming and everything else. The Rock doesn't need to be in the championship picture. Okay, he had his moment with John Cena. And I just feel like there is no other opponent that can elevate to the highest, like you mentioned, Hulk Hogan versus the Ultimate Warrior. Okay. Or what about a match with Ric Flair and Shawn Michaels, or Shawn Michaels versus The Undertaker? I mean, you got it. It's right there. Okay. And if Roman Reigns decided he wants to step out and do acting, then that's the guy he needs to talk to, Seth freaking Rollins. I believe that should happen.
I agree. I mean, there's nothing that you said that I disagree with. I mean, this needs to happen. You know, we know what happens when they fought each other before. So
Epic.
let's get this going. Yeah, very epic.
Very
To me,
epic.
that to me, Seth Rollins is his Achilles heel. I mean, if anybody can get to Roman Reigns, is someone who knows him very, very well. That's
Absolutely.
Seth
Frank,
Rollins.
I know you're quiet back there. I think you're
Yeah.
agreeing with everything that we're saying,
You
but
know,
I'm going to
I
go
am
ahead.
agreeing. I'm agreeing with everything you're saying. Everything you're saying is great. It's spot on, but I just don't see it happening for WrestleMania. I think the
It's a
hype
long
is
shot.
I think the hype is to bring The Rock, and that's what they want to do. It's going to be in his backyard, so go figure. You know,
Well,
so
again, it's just something that, hey, things, you know, everyone, there's rumors out there, all right, but what's not to say that that's giving us a different direction when really they're setting this one up. So we'll see what happens. But we got the prediction show coming up. We're going to talk about that next, and then we'll get to the Ucey part because it's very, very delicious. Sound like ice cream or something like that. I don't know. Check it out.
I
All right, man. I know it sounds like a little spooky. I know we're post
Mhm.
Halloween, but
Yeah.
I got my detective skills on. I'm ready to go to dissect every match. Frank, you're gonna be the lead role here. You're gonna pick first, all right? Because we love your stories. We really
you
do.
love my stories. Well,
We're gonna
look,
start with the Crown Jewels tag team match, all right, between Asuka, right? Alexa Bliss, the new tag team champions, versus Damage Control. Who you got?
I got the new champions, man. I mean, they just won the title, and this will probably be my bathroom break match anyways, because just last night or not, I'm sorry, I watched it this morning. So last night I was gonna say, and who are the women tag team champions? So this is gonna be my bathroom break match. I mean, I think the champions are gonna keep it though.
All right, man.
Okay.
Good job, man. Good looking out. Go ahead. Go ahead, HecLuv. What you got?
No, I agree. I mean, I don't think it's going to be my bathroom break, but I think the champs are going to retain their titles. Damage control is kind of all over the place. I feel like that first they thought they were going to concentrate on helping Bailey, but now they got their own issues right now trying to get these tag team titles. So I think they're all kind of distorted right now, and Crown Jewels is not going to be the place to get back on track for them.
Right, absolutely. And besides, they're all going to be suited up, so There's gonna be a lot of rubber. Is it rubber? That's what they wear.
When the rubber meets the
Whatever.
road.
Elastic clothing or fully clothed. I
They're
mean,
fully clothed. They
yeah,
gotta
fully
be there.
clothed.
They cannot
And
show
it's gonna
no.
be a soft match. You know, it's gonna be a soft match. Every woman's match that I've seen has been very soft and very quick. So I definitely do see them retaining them titles. All right, moving on. We also have Bray Wyatt making an appearance at Crown Jewel. It was announced on Monday Night Raw. What's his purpose?
That's a good question. What is his purpose? I mean, if he's popping up on SmackDown, could it? I mean, could it be the bloodline is his purpose?
Mm.
I don't know, but right now he's playing riddles with us. He's got us all in riddles on who is Uncle Howdy and who is the rest of the crew. You know, is he just is Bray Wyatt really just a puppet in all this? Has he always been the puppet in all this?
Wasn't it that last match where he did lose the title to Roman Reigns and we never
Yeah.
saw him again?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And he didn't lose that title. I mean, he was in the match, but he's not the one, I believe. Well, yeah, I
Braun
think it was.
Strowman was the one that
Yeah.
got pinned, right?
Yeah.
So,
So he wasn't part of that.
but then again, Braun Strowman will be there. He has
Yeah.
a match coming up. We're going to be talking about that real soon. But we have a 6-man tag match. All right. And this is going to be fabulous between AJ Styles and his crew and Finn Balor and his crew. I mean, the Bullet Club and the Judgment Day. What's going to happen here, Frank?
Dude, freaking the people on the left are gonna win it. I just drew a blank. I just AJ Styles and the Bullet Club. There we go.
Dude, I just told you.
You know, no, dude. You know what? I got kind of distracted by the guy that's commenting on our page. You know,
Don't let that
so
distract you,
I
man.
was wondering who that
Don't
was.
let that distract you.
You know. So, well, yeah, I think
that guy's anonymous, man. You know what I mean? So there's always haters out there. So we'll leave the haters alone.
He's part of a group.
Yeah.
But
So
yeah,
what's
it's gonna be the Bullet Club and AJ Styles, man.
Okay.
He's coming for blood.
All right, go ahead, Heck.
I got AJ Styles and the OC here. I feel like they're going to introduce a new member to help them out. They've been talking about it. They know that they are outnumbered, and so they gotta have a Rhea Ripley solution. And I think at Crown Jewel, we're gonna find out who this solution is gonna be. I think that's just my opinion because they know they can't deal with this situation with her. I just say equal rights, just knock her upside the head already.
Do you think Mia Yim will return to WWE and be that guest appearance, or should it be somebody else?
To me, it should be someone of her caliber, someone that we know that can get downright dirty. To me, a Charlotte Flair doesn't fit that. She's too high class type of persona for that. So I think it has to be somebody like a Mia Yim, to get down there and get dirty and rugged, and raw with her. So yeah,
Charlotte, it's time for her to come back. She had battles with her.
Yeah, but Charlotte's never that type of person just to make it surprise. She wants her own moment. I'll leave Charlotte Flair out of this. I don't think that's going to happen.
Somebody who's going to ride with them for the long haul.
All right. So again, who's your winner?
I got the phenomenal team over there. The ones on the left, like Frank said.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go the other way. I'm gonna say the Judgment Day. I don't think we're gonna get that surprise on this level. I think they'll be outnumbered once again, and I think on Monday Night Raw we'll see the new addition of who's gonna be in the Bullet Club. Next match we got Braun Strowman, and man, he got a lot to deal with here. Okay. I don't know if he can handle this, but I'm a big fan of Braun Strowman, Frank. But do you think he's going to win this match?
Oh yeah,
Almost is 7'3", and you're talking about Braun Strowman. I think he's 6'10".
That's okay. Hey, listen, the bigger they are, the harder they fall, buddy. All right, that's for sure. That's like our buddy over here in the comments, So, but go figure.
I'm not really sure who to believe. Do they got? I mean, because to me, I feel like Braun Strowman is taller than 6'10" because he's matched up with the Big Show plenty of times, and they've always put Big Show at 7 feet. So I don't know if they're exaggerating with Braun Strowman being shorter than what he is, or almost being taller than what he really is, because he may be taller than 7'3". I don't know, but either way, we know that when they matched up, he was looking up at him like the Undertaker was looking up at the Giant Gonzalez. I mean, this was unreal. Me personally, I think Omos is in his head, and I think Omos is going to win this match. I don't think Braun Strowman is going to win this match. I just don't think he knows how to deal with somebody who is bigger than him at the moment. I think he's going to
Or
have to
it
go back.
could be that Bray Wyatt might recruit him back into the Wyatt Six.
Yeah. So for me, I'm going for Omos in
Possibly.
this match.
All right, fair enough.
Who you
Okay.
got?
Oh, I said Braun Strowman. I'm a
Okay.
big
Okay.
supporter of Braun Strowman.
I got
All
you.
right, moving on to Drew McIntyre versus Karrion Kross. I got Karrion Kross there.
This is a steel cage, correct?
That's a steel cage match. Absolutely.
I
Kieran
got
Ross.
I got
Sorry.
Cross too.
All right,
I got
so here's
Cross.
the deal. Like we was just saying out the name, but Karrion Kross has his mind on the championship. Remember, he gave him the hourglass to Roman Reigns.
Right.
And the only way to get Roman Reigns' attention is to demolish Drew McIntyre. This is
Yeah.
exactly what he's going to do in a steel cage match. I just hope that this match doesn't prolong for something else. I think hopefully the chapter's closed and let's see Karrion Kross chase Roman Reigns.
I agree there. Drew McIntyre has proven himself to be a main event, a top dog. He's proven himself. So I take none away from him dropping another match to Karrion Kross. This is just elevates the Cross that we always knew who he was at NXT. Okay. And
Mhm.
so Roman Reigns, it's almost in a checkmate situation here. He just doesn't know it. He got Karrion Kross on one side. He's got Bray Wyatt on the other side. His time is coming. His time is coming. So I got Karrion Kross winning this match one more time. Nothing against Drew McIntyre.
All right, we got the tag team championships on the line, the undisputed. We got the bloodline. I'm saying there's definitely not going to be a title change on this one. The bloodline keeps it.
I agree. The
Yeah, I
Usos.
could go ahead.
No, I agree. I was just saying Usos win this match. They keep it together.
Yeah, the Usos will keep it together.
All right, fair enough.
Okay.
Next one, the WWE Championship. Raw Women's Championship. No title is going to change on this one. It's
Nope.
impossible. Not yet. What do you think?
I'm
I don't. Go ahead, Hector.
There you go. There you go. Come on, man. Come on,
Here we
Frank.
go again, Hector. Look, you know what? I would love Bailey to win it because I love Bailey. But thank you, Danny. But anyways, so the it's Bailey's not going to win it. It's going to be Bianca Belair. So hey, at the end of the day, guess what? It's going to be Belair.
I'm going to tell you, last night's main event on Monday Night Raw changed my pick.
Whoa.
I'm going Bianca Belair to win this match. But until that main event last night, I was going the other way. But
So you think she's
Bianca,
going to lose this title this weekend?
Bianca's going to win now. Bianca's going to win. Because Damage Control is confused now. They don't have no gold anymore. You see, I think it would have been different if they had the tag team gold. Now they don't have nothing to really worry about. They can scapegoat that, keep it, and focus on Bailey and helping her. But they got their own issues right now. So Bailey pretty much, I think, is on her own trying to win this match, last woman standing match. So Bianca wins.
All right. Now, the heavyweight championship we got going on here with Brock Lesnar and Bobby Lashley. I'm taking Bobby Lashley on this one.
Nice.
I'm taking Brock.
Woo! And what makes you say that?
I just think Brock is going to do it. If I'm not mistaken, I think the last crown jewel Brock was at, he lost, and he's coming for vengeance, and he wants Bobby. He wants Bobby, and I think that he's gonna pull it out.
I'm going for the guy whose first name starts with a B and his last name starts with an L.
Seriously.
They love.
It doesn't surprise me that you would say something like that.
I had to get you thinking,
Ah,
especially
you had
Frank.
me. You had me.
No, on this match, I'm going to give the slight edge to Brock Lesnar. I think he's in Bobby's head right now. Bobby,
Mm.
lost that United States title, and now he's too over aggressive trying to go after Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar is more calm at this. He knows what he's doing, playing the mind games here. So I think Brock is going to get him on this time.
Fair
So
enough.
I got Brock.
Brock. And the main event, or
Yeah.
maybe it's the main event, Roman Reigns versus Logan Paul. Now, you already know that you're not a big fan of celebrities, and bigger than that, the YouTube celebrity. Roman Reigns will win, but this is a trap match. I mean,
don't
why
care.
would they put this together? I don't think this one has an ending.
It better have an ending. It better have a beginning and an end all in one match.
It's gonna have a double disqualification, something like that.
Mm.
So you think they're going to protect Logan Paul with a double DQ?
I don't think about protecting. I just feel like, why would you draw someone like him to have a match against Roman Reigns, which Roman Reigns said you already had two matches on your belt, and you're going against the Universal Champion, while there are other superstars there that have a better resume than him. You see what I'm saying? How can this happen?
I agree that there's other ones with better resumes, but I don't see anybody. Look, I don't. Again, I can care less for Logan Paul. He can go fall off the crown jewel roof for all I care here. Okay, but the thing is, I don't feel like there was any other storyline that they could build up so fast to a crown jewel for Roman Reigns. So they just said, okay, well, we got somebody who's 2-0. Let's just throw him in there and get the crowd going because people like Logan Paul. But with the Miz, with his ear out there, I just don't see this working well for Logan Paul at the end of the day. And everybody in the wrestling business suffers a defeat sooner or later. So Logan Paul will get his first loss. And
I would like to
I think it's
send
gonna
out
be
a
a draw,
special. I would like to send out a special tribute to Dan Bruno. I don't know who that guy is, but the hater rate is in full effect. That is the guy that says Facebook user unknown. All right. So, Dan Bruno, the spam that you are, goodbye. Take care of yourself, buddy. All right.
So his initials is DB.
Yeah,
I can tell you what DB stands for in other languages.
Oh, yeah.
yeah. Please tell me.
Nah, you're good. We'll leave it alone. We'll definitely leave it alone. All right, that's our prediction. And once again, you listen to the HHW Show podcast. You can listen to us on Spotify, Google, and Amazon, or wherever you listen to your podcast platform. You can also follow us on our website, hhwshow.com. And still ahead, we have Ucey. I guess that guy was feeling Ucey.
He was feeling Ucey.
Or maybe he wasn't feeling Ucey.
Maybe not.
We're about to find out that definition about feeling Ucey. You ready?
Let's do this.
Let's do it.
Let's do this. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're about here of the takeaway real quick, and we're trying to fill Ucey up in here. And I'm gonna tell you right now, we learned a lot on SmackDown. Okay, the tribal chief wanted his family there, the bloodline in the middle of the ring, to squash it out. I think the right step to do is whenever you have a problem, whenever you have an issue within a group, you should always try to find a way to solve it, right? and you should never wait until it expands time over time, because then things get out of hand. And the tribal chief came to the ring to handle its business, not in sports entertainment. And in WWE, sometimes you got to handle your stuff in the ring. I would have assumed that Jey Uso versus Sami Zayn would have been a match in SmackDown, but it did not happen. Except we witnessed broken characters in the show for a little small comment when Jey Uso said he didn't give a damn what the tribal chief says. That sparked up the words that came out of Sami Zayn's mouth was he wasn't being Ucey. Now they carried over to Monday Night Raw. It was pretty awesome that Roman Reigns made a comment about it. But we're going to backtrack before he said those words when Sami Zayn had the opportunity on the mic to settle things straight. Okay? And Frank, you want to take it away there?
Sure. I could take it away whenever from you.
Man,
So,
that
all
was
right.
your cue, baby.
Hey, look, man, I wasn't expecting that one, but I got it here. Look. So, Jey Uso, right? I'm not Jay, sorry.
Jey
Yeah.
Uso, yeah, Sami Zayn. Man, you're
Yeah,
killing it, bro.
I am.
You're killing it.
So, Sami Zayn comes out and he says, look, Jay's been going through a lot of stuff. He's gone through a lot, is what Zayn tells Roman Reigns, right? And that's kind of true in a sense, because what Sammy's doing there is saying, hey, look, he's going through a lot. We haven't seen eye to eye on a lot of things. Sammy did tell him, hey, I extend my hand. Whatever I did, I'm sorry. And say, hey, shake my hand. What Jay took it, I guess, as a slap in the face. Didn't like it. And Jay's wrong. You're more of a man when you come up and you kind of, hey, look, I'm sorry, whatever it is. He's trying to squash it. The other guy's not.
But the dilemma is for Uso is that he is not part of the family. He is not a real bloodline.
You're right,
Okay,
but you know what?
and that's his vision. That's his standpoint. Okay, is that you're not one of us. Meaning you wasn't born in the bloodline. You wasn't raised by us. You're not one of us. You're a different person. Now, how do we relate that in the real world or society that's going on today?
2, 3. Are we related by blood?
No.
No, right?
Technically, we're not. I don't know. I'm gonna have to do ancestry.com and find
We're
out.
not. We're not. But you know what? It's like the saying goes: friends become family. Right or wrong? Because I guarantee you, if I go to Connecticut, right, you're gonna tell me, hey, what part are you at? Let's get together. Well, when I went to Dallas last year or this past year, hey, heck, I'm in Dallas. Hey, let's get together. It was only for a couple hours. When you came down here, I don't even know how long ago it was, but a long time ago, you were 2 hours away from me. And I said, hey, I'll meet up with you. Don't worry about it. Right? That's because friends become family. Sometimes you don't have to be blood to be family. But there is those people that get jealous because you're not blood.
I agree with the jealousy part because I was going to go a different route here. We've heard Roman Reigns say that Jay's his right-hand man, right? So in that sense, it seems like the next one in line would be Jey Uso, second in command of the bloodline. And maybe he feels jealousy that Sami Zayn's trying to step over that and trying to become, Roman Reigns' right-hand man. He's trying to take that away from him. So now he's throwing everything at him as far as you're not family, you're not blood, you don't even deserve to be here. You're making a mockery of the name. So I think that, to me, that's where the jealousy part may be coming in at. And again, you're right that you got to clean up the dirt now, because if you keep putting it under the rug, it's going to become a big thing and somebody's going to trip over it. And when he said that I don't care what the tribal chief says, I think that was just out of emotion. He was just upset and he said something that he didn't mean to say, you know, but he probably meant that in a way because we know that he was one of the first ones to challenge for that title, and he knew how well he performed in that match against Roman Reigns. Okay. And you think about it way back in the day when the Usos first came out and Roman Reigns was part of the Shield, Jay has pinned Roman Reigns 1, 2, 3. So somewhere in the back of his mind, he feels like he could still best Roman Reigns, but he feels like that Sami Zayn is trying to stick himself in there where he doesn't belong.
We got to also remember how Sami Zayn got into the picture. Okay, Sami Zayn was like the little rat in the backstage that nobody liked. He always thought there was a conspiracy and stuff like that, and he didn't belong to anybody. And when the opportunity came, and he started overhearing people talking smack behind Roman Reigns and stuff like that, he was quickly to jump on ship and say, "Hey, man, I heard this. I think I would respect that for somebody to alert me, hey man, this is what's going on. I don't know you, but you better be careful because they're trying to plot against you." I'll say, all right, I appreciate it. And little by little, remember, he didn't go in the circle yet. He did not go in the circle. And he tried his best so many times until finally he had his opportunity and he didn't disappoint. Not like the Usos did, kept on losing their matches and going back and come up with excuses as to why they couldn't win. And Roman Reigns had to clean everything up, right? It was Sami Zayn that sacrificed his body to take a kick, to take any type of signature move from the opponent. He did that for the bloodline. But Jey Uso's not seeing that. He is blind because he's not blood related. And maybe he is jealous because he's trying to take his throne. And look what just happened. Roman Reigns says, look, if you don't settle this, I'm going to take the honorary off his chest. And he might just call him Sammy Uso. Now imagine that, Sammy Uso.
I wonder if Roman Reigns realizes that this could dismantle the bloodline. Maybe Roman Reigns is not really thinking about this in a perspective that this can mess up the whole career of the bloodline. Because if Jay is not on his game, those tag team titles are not going to be around the waist of the bloodline much longer. And then Jay's going to have a legitimate argument to Roman Reigns and say, this is what you created with Sami Zayn when I told you he did not belong here from the get-go. And now I'm getting all riled up, which we all responsible for our own actions. I get it. But Sami Zayn is going to be some kind of part of the fall of the bloodline, it seems like.
But
I've heard that a lot. I really have. I heard that.
But
we also go ahead.
But But you're saying that it's gonna not be good for the tag titles either. But who's not to say that Jimmy won't jump ship with Jay? Because remember, Jimmy at the beginning of this whole bloodline stuff wasn't up for it either.
Yeah.
He had issues with it when he first came back.
Yeah.
So who's to say that this whole thing blows up?
Yeah, but Jimmy came into realization and said, you know what? It's not bad after all. And Jimmy and Sammy kept talking. And then Jay was trying to question Jimmy. Dude, what are you doing with this cat? Leave him alone. But he kept on. He kept, it's like, yo, just, hold up. I mean, how many of us do we have some kid that's very annoying, or a dude that's very annoying, but yeah, you still keep him around. You know what I mean? Because he might have some value. You could probably use it for some reason, right?
I got someone like that.
I know you do.
I do.
I'm just saying, like, you always got that somebody. You're like, oh man, he's coming around again. Oh, what do you want? Then you have a conversation and everything else. I was like, all right, man, I gotta go. See you when I see you. You know what I mean? But then look what it turned out to be. A respectable man, And I agree with what you're saying, Hector, is that might be the kryptonite for the bloodline.
I would think that Jimmy would try to talk to Jay about this. Look, I get it, they're twins, but at the end of the day, Jimmy is the older twin.
But he tried. But look how hard headed Jimmy is, or Jay is. Excuse me.
I get it, but I mean, he's sitting back there, allowing this to implode. He not thinking that, hey, I'm half part of the tag team champions, and this is going to affect me too. You
Right.
see,
And
so
now
I
they got the
mean,
little brother too.
and see, that's where I think he's going to be the key factor in this. Whose side is he? Would he take? Would he take his own blood brother, or would he take the tribal chief, which is just his cousin? I understand that's blood, but you talk about your brother versus your cousin. Whose side do you really take?
I think when it comes to the tribal chief, I think you'll side with the tribal chief. You know what
Yeah, but
happened
strength
when
in
they
numbers,
first
though.
started.
But if you strengthen numbers, you could take down Roman Reigns.
That sounds like a blood massacre there. But there's a lot of play here because
Yeah.
now you're inviting Karrion Cross, who's
Hmm.
trying to get over that title. Which I'm gonna tell you right now, my prediction, probably by WrestleMania or so, that Roman Reigns will not be the Universal Champion. For the character that Karrion Cross is, he has that same approach he did in NXT. He took out all the top stars, and he's starting with what's his name? Not Braun Strowman, excuse me. Drew McIntyre. He started from the top baby face of SmackDown. Well, it's not to say he's after Roman Reigns afterwards. You know what I mean? Like there's so many factors in there, a lot of distraction, and sooner or later the bloodline is gonna fall. The
I think it's a
question is
distraction.
when.
I think it's a distraction having both titles around one person's waist. But you're right.
Absolutely.
If they divide the titles, then I think it'd be more sensible for Roman Reigns to keep the world heavyweight title on Raw and deal with Seth Rollins. Let Karrion Cross run SmackDown and have to deal with maybe the possibility of Bray Wyatt. That would be something that we all want to see. Is it TikTok for Bray Wyatt, or is it time for Bray Wyatt to reclaim a title that he only lost in a match?
Yeah, but does the title really go for him? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I don't think Bray Wyatt is gonna be feeling Ucey enough to take a title, honestly. And besides, what does Ucey really mean?
Well, see, when I looked that word up, "oos," okay, it's a Samoan culture word, and in the Samoan culture, they basically use the word "oos" for meaning a close friend, a brother, or anybody who's predominantly that they like. So if you are really in with the family, a Samoan family, okay, and you can gain their trust, you become an "oos," UCE. And so that's how the Usos became the Uso brothers, and then he just dropped the brothers and said the Usos because they are blood brothers. So
Mm-hmm.
it's in the Samoan culture that they use the word Us. But Sami Zayn, I guess, used it in the sense that he wasn't feeling very friendly, very brotherly like, or he wasn't really being predominantly liked right now. So that's why he probably said he's not feeling so Usy. Now, I wonder personally if the Samoan cultures find it funny, or do some of them take that serious and like, look, this is a serious word in our culture, you know. Well, I don't know how they play that around. You know what I'm saying? But Roman Reigns seemed to like it. He playing with it. He's the
But the
tribal
thing
chief.
is look, I know the focus here is being Uzi enough, and we're gonna summarize everything in just a bit. But the way the character is for Sami Zayn to come out and say what he says, and he is in character all the way. He is
Right.
self-disciplined, but made everybody around him almost, well, they did break character, man.
No,
I'm
they all broke
sorry.
character.
When they're trying to cover their face, I mean, you look at Roman Reigns, he got that little tilt to the head. Jay actually put his head down. He tried to
Yes.
turn around, but he's surrounded by the
Yes.
fans. And
Yes.
everyone's laughing. Everyone's repeating what Sami Zayn's saying. Uzi, Uzi, right? I just found it hilarious. And I won't be surprised if there's a t-shirt that said feeling Uzi today. I mean, it's gonna sell. Anything
Jimmy,
that Sami Zayn's saying is selling.
you see in the background, the camera was on Jimmy. He was laughing back there. We don't know what
Yeah,
Solo was doing because I didn't
right.
see the camera on him, but I'm sure he might have been laughing too.
And he's supposed to be the most serious one, right? Like the
Yeah.
I
hardcore.
guess that's
And
why the camera was away from him. Period. Because I'm sure. Listen, that was a moment where when you see these guys or just any one of these wrestlers break character like that to laugh is that whatever's going on is funny as hell. Okay, and it was something that was very unexpected.
I think, to be honest with you, I think that portion right there wasn't rehearsed. I think they had a game plan going in, and they just couldn't figure it out exactly. Or was
Well,
not to say that Sami Zayn like forgot his line or something, and then just
Yeah.
said he wasn't feeling Ucey enough, like, and then it was like, what did he just say? Like, and it just, I don't know, man. I just found it so hilarious. Even when he first said it, I started laughing myself. I like, wow, really?
well,
It's like, it's so comical. And just being Sami Zayn, this guy fixed the picture. And it goes back to what you said earlier. He may be the kryptonite of all this. All right. And it's almost like something happens in the family and he's the problem solver. And sooner or later, he's going to find himself not be able to solve any problems.
Yeah.
Just think about that as well. Anything that goes within the family, he's always trying to like step in Roman Reigns' shoes or something. And even though he'd be like respectfully tribal chief, but didn't you not say this? Or didn't you say this guy remembers like everything? Do you know a kid that be like, or someone that be like, you remember what you said this when you said that? And be like, come on, man. But anyways, I'm telling you, I agree with you 100% that something's gonna happen, and it's all gonna be targeted at Sami Zayn. Always remind me of the movie Blood In and Blood Out. I might be white in the outside, but I'm brown in the inside. Right?
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
No, I
Think
agree.
about that for a second.
Yeah. But I
But
think coming into the 2023, I think that's we're going to be seeing the ending of the bloodline. I mean, seriously, something got to give. Because if we go past that and he's still champion, then we might have another Bruno Sammartino on our hands here, the modern day version. He's doing it his own way, but at the end of the day, he's still winning, and nobody's matching him. So
I'm still got Karen Cross, man. Still got Karen Cross.
I
I'm
think the
not I'm
best.
not forgetting the hourglass. But hey, still more to come next week. We're gonna actually this weekend, Saturday at 12 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time is Crown Jewels. Perfect time because there is so much going on. And
yes,
depending on the MLB World Series, to the
yes,
college football, to all these other sports that's going on, 12 o'clock p.m. is probably the right time here in the United States to watch Crown Jewel. You don't want to miss it on Peacock. I know everyone else outside the United States is watching on the WWE network, but I'm fascinating. I'm happy. I'm excited for this event to come. What started just a couple of matches, all of a sudden, boom, we got so many matches to see. I just can't wait till when it comes. And of course, I'm going to be undefeated. Yes, I know. I'm just one of the best that makes these picks. So thank you very much.
whatever.
Yeah.
You're
But
definitely
hey,
not going to be Ucey after this is over with.
Frank, he's already not feeling Ucey right now. Look at him.
Not at all.
But
I'm
hey,
good.
thank you for watching. Thank you for listening to the Hard Hitting Wrestling Show. Tune into and updates on hhwshow.com. On behalf of Frank C, HecLuv, myself, Obi-Wan. Take care, everyone.
Deuce.
Let's enjoy some Crown Jewels.